My guy, Guy Ritchie, who is known for his distinctive filmmaking flair, is back with a brand new action-adventure film by the name of Fountain of Youth coming to Apple TV+, and here's my spoiler-free review. Now, this film does step into familiar territory that we've seen from the action-adventure genre, and it feels like a streaming version of Indiana Jones meets the Uncharted video games, but we're centered around the dynamic of these estranged siblings. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie. I've seen all of his movies, and I just like his style, and his style is very present in this movie with his engaging camera movements and the dynamic ways of capturing the action sequences. Again, things that I think of while I was watching this movie is obviously Indiana Jones, a little bit of Uncharted, but also thinking about Guy Ritchie's previous movies like Aladdin. It has some of that flavor into it as far as it being family friendly, and it has a little bit of remnants of one of my favorite films of the 90s, which is The Mummy. I really thought that the film has some really good action beats and also some clever moments of watching our characters piecing together clues on their quest. I did enjoy the back and forth banter of the estranged siblings played by Natalie Portman and John Krasinski, and I'm also a big fan of theirs as actors, but if I'm being honest, I felt like they were slightly miscast. I like John Krasinski, Jim Halper's my guy, and I like the wittiness of the character, but him trying to be like this action hero of an Indiana Jones or Nathan Drake or even like a Chris Pratt type of a character, I didn't think he really fit into that archetype. Like, I'd never watched his show Jack Ryan, but to me, I never bought him as an action star in this film. Now, same thing with Natalie Portman, who I'm a fan of. I know she's incredibly talented and she's okay in this film, but when you look at Natalie Portman and when she's like put into these action heavy films, whether it's the Star Wars movies or when she plays Jane, which she's basically playing Jane in this film, she doesn't really fit in. Like, she doesn't fit into the action genre for me personally. Now, beyond the casting, I feel like this film suffered from being extremely predictable. It treads a lot of ground that we've seen countless times in 1,000 other action adventure films that came before it, and the final act takes a tonal shift that felt out of place, almost like a different movie altogether. But overall, Fountain of Youth feels like it was designed for a streaming audience, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Again, I felt like this film had its fun moments, it is accessible for the entire family to watch. So at the end of the day, I had fun with the film. I think it is perfectly suited for a streaming audience, and it has similar vibes of those films that I mentioned before, but I would recommend you all check it out when it comes to Apple TV Plus on May 23rd. But let me know what you all thought about it in the comments below.